So good afternoon students. Today we are having experiments for cell and tube heat exchanger. The basic principle as we have learned earlier is remaining same, only the design part will be something different here, and we will be describing what is there. This is actually cell and tube heat exchanger. That means we are having a tube, and inside tube we will having a coil through which one fluid will go. So one is hot, another is cold, that perspective is there. So first of all, water is coming in this channel. This is the water inlet for everything, and it is being distributed into two parts. One is going in this channel, that is for cold water, and the other water is going through this flow meter. Each of this has been liter per minute flow rate is there. You can see the flow rate values in the scale when we will switch it on. So this water is coming into the heater. Being heated, again another heater. So this is actually hot water. Hot water is going entry here through the tube. So here it will be going and a tube will be there. So this temperature, this is one temperature measurement devices, that is for hot water inlet. So after this heating elements, the hot water is coming into the cell and tube exchanger. So this is going like a tube, finally again coming it back. So hot water is going out. So both of them are red marked for hot water purpose. This is inlet, this is outlet. The remaining portion here, main flow, which was diverted, one is hot, another is cold. So this is cold water. This is the flow meter. After that, the cold water is coming and entering here. So cold water inlet into the cell, it is coming in. So cold water is passing through there and finally coming back. It will become a little bit hotter because heat exchange is happening. So cold water is going out. So there is two inlet. One is hot and one is cold. So hot water entry here, cold water entry here. Hot water is through this inside their coil. It is coming out, and the whole tube will have cold water, which is finally coming out through this channel. Now in this experiment also, like the earlier one, the simple thing is that we have flow meter, so we can have better control here, and we will also measure the four temperature T1, T2, T3 and T4, hot water inlet, hot water outlet, cold water inlet, cold water outlet. So at any given temperature reading, when it is stabilized, we will also measure the flow rate. So if I know the flow rate, so how much of hot water is going through the system, we can measure. Similarly, how much of cold water is becoming hotter, we can know. So we can find out the exchange, how much of exchange is happening between these two systems. So depending on T1, T2, T3 and T4. Anyway, the theoretical part we will discuss in our lab itself. So we just switch on the water flow, and these valves are closed now. You see, we are increasing the flow. This is the cold water flow, and this is for hot water flow. Now it is still not hot because we have not switched on the heating elements. Okay. This is for the two heaters which are connected. Now heating element has started, and this is the for example, we are hot water and cold water flow rate. Cold water flow rate should always be a little bit higher. So for example, here we are keeping some 4 liter per minute, for example, and we are keeping it some around at least 1.5 times, so 6 or 7 liter per minute we are putting it here. So we need to know what exact flow rate we are taking for at any given time. And here we will have the temperature modules. Once the heating element is ready, you can see I will have the 4 different temperature readings. So we will just show you once it is stabilized for a moment. Now it will come for T1. T1 is the hot water inlet temperature will come. So around 47, 48 hot water is coming in. This is 34 is hot water going out to this. Cold water entry is 30 which is coming in, and it will be a little bit higher when it is going out. I think not stabilized till now. One is fine, one is high. There is no marking, madam. This is T3. T3 is 31. Now it is slowly stabilizing. So normally we keep some 5 minutes. Flow rate is also hydrated now. Water is not there, or auto cut. Okay. So 5 liters per minute, and here 7 liters per minute. So once it is stabilized, so nearly now stabilized around 56. Second temperature reading is 44. Third will be the cold water entry. Fourth one is 38 degree centigrade. So this 4 reading we will take one time, we will take for one flow rate, and then we will change the flow rate either hot water or cold water. We should not change both of them. So possibly we will change for cold water. So if I increase the cold water, then you will see the temperature variations will be there in the hot water outlet will also come down, and cold water outlet will also increase in comparison to that setting. So we will take some 4 or 5 values here in this experiment for different flow rate scenario, and using these flow rate values and the temperature reading we are going to have, we will find out what is the heat exchange rate in this cell and tube heat exchanger. So that is the basic principle. Flow rate and temperature will be our reading. At any given flow rate, what are the different temperature, we will allow 5-10 minutes to stabilize the temperature. So that's all.